All of us have been there when we're playing War Thunder, and just no matter how good we feel like we're doing, no matter how much we do, no matter how much we play, it feels like we're not getting any better. I get that. I've been there. I really understand. And I just really quickly today want to go over 7 general common mistakes that a lot of people, both newer players and some older players, will make consistently, and hopefully these can help you become a better player after watching this video. Mistake number 1. Don't rush to top tier. I cannot stress it enough how important it is that you do not immediately buy a top tier premium or squadron vehicle when you have just started the game. You are not ready for it. That's the cold truth. You are not ready. Do not do it. There will be a time and a place where you can buy those premiums and it will benefit you, or you'll be able to be skilled enough that you can actually hold your own with just a few of them. But don't just jump into the game, see these really cool, awesome, flashy vehicles and everything, and then just immediately think that you'll do amazing or whatever. That's not how the game works. The game, if you buy a top tier premium, you go into battle with it and you die. If you have any backups, you will only have 1 extra life. That gives you 2 lives no matter how good you do. You will only have 2 lives if you buy a top tier vehicle and you only have that top tier vehicle in your lineup. When you're working on lineups, you need multiple vehicles. Don't just settle for that one premium that looks super cool, is super flashy. As you can see here with my 11-3 German lineup, because I'm working on finishing out my German tech tree, I'm wanting to get the top tier stuff right now. I have a 2PL, 2A4M, TAM2IP, Bagel, and a Gepard. Yes, these 3 are lower tier vehicles, but they're still good enough that they can work at 11-0, 10-0, 11-3, 12-7, whatever you want to say. And so I'm not just limiting myself to just the Leopard 2A4M. It's really cool, it's really flashy, but if you just have that, you are going to suffer so much by doing that. Don't do it. Wait to buy top tier premiums. If you do want to buy top tier premiums, wait until you've reached like 8.0, 9.3 area where you're starting to get more comfortable with top tier and how it plays and everything, and then it would be more acceptable to be able to buy a premium to help you do the grind and everything. If you're going to buy anything right off the bat, buy premium time. That's it. Number 2, explore the maps and learn new positions, because there's hundreds, if not thousands, of different positions on these maps combined that you can just be anywhere. You can be sneaky and you can just totally gain an advantage on the enemy team just by being in one spot. So if I was going to recommend anything, go into some training rooms with some friends, pick a few random maps and just run around on them. Just explore the maps, see what kind of angles you can get on bases and certain objectives and stuff like that, and just learn the maps to the best of your abilities so you can use that knowledge later against your enemies and have an upper hand. Number 3, when you're playing SPA, don't sit and spawn the whole time, because if you're a cast player, the number 1 place you're going to be looking for anti-air at is their spawn. So if you're playing an anti-air, get out of spawn, go over to one of the sides, get behind a building, kind of just hide and just wait. Lie and wait for the enemy and everything. And 80 to 99% of the time, you will be a lot more successful if you get out of spawn and you sit in a sneaky spot and wait for cast to come in than you will be if you just sit and spawn the whole time, sitting exactly where they're expecting you to be. Get out of spawn, go into those weird spots, try to stay out of the line of sight of enemy ground vehicles and everything, and then just work your positioning and see what you can do. Number 4, that also has to do with SPA. A lot of SPA can still kill tanks. I have this Gepard in my lineup because I can still kill a lot of top tier vehicles with it, even though it's only 8-3. Just get to their side, pull all the flanks and everything, help support your team, do stuff like that. It's not like SPA are useless or bound only to fighting planes and helicopters and everything. They can be used against a lot of ground vehicles. You just have to be brave enough to do it. And just remember that you're extremely fragile. You get shot, you are most likely going to die. There's not really much in between. But there's nothing stopping you from using an SPA as a tool on the ground to help support your team. Number 5. Low BR is fun, top tier is competitive. Yes, you can have fun at both. Yes, you can be competitive at both. But majority-wise, low tier is going to be a lot more fun and relaxed. And trust me, if you want to have a good time, play some low tier because that's where it'll be probably the most fun and most relaxed. If you're wanting to play competitively or you're wanting to just have a little bit of an adrenaline rush, play top tier and everything. Top tier is incredibly competitive. You have all the esport players, you have all the veterans, you have all the people that have spent the thousands of hours in the game to get to top tier. It's going to be competitive. People want to win. That is the whole point. People want to win. Top tier is competitive, low tier is fun. The other thing too is when you're playing low tier, most of the time you're playing against very new players, and so if you have any experience at all, you will have a fairly significant advantage over them. Whereas when you're playing top tier, 90% of the time you're going to be the underdog. Half the time, no matter how many hours you have, somebody will always be better than you. I shouldn't say all, but most of the veterans play at top tier. That's what they're good at. That's what they spent the years grinding for. They have thousands of hours at top tier. They know how it works. They know how everything works at that tier. Low BR, it's kind of 50-50. Occasionally you'll get a few veterans in there that'll absolutely wipe your entire team out, but most of the time you're playing against newer people that have never even touched this game before. So just keep that in mind. Say you're in a situation where there's a guy around the corner, you don't know if he's damaged, there's maybe other teammates of his, you don't know. You're sitting around the corner, you want to take this dude out. What do? Do you just pull around the corner and just hope for the best, or do you wait, see if he pushes up because maybe he didn't see you, or see if he has any other teammates or anything like that? What do? Well, obviously you don't just push out of the corner, right? He's most likely going to be pre-aiming. He's already has a better shot lined up than you will. You'll be moving, he'll be stationary. It's just think before you do. Don't make stupid decisions if you don't have to. Stupid decisions can be avoided by just thinking. If you want to do good, you have to go through a thought process. You can't just monkey brain everything. And I know some of my friends are going to disagree. But there's a time and a place for that. Like if you're memeing, go have fun, do whatever, I don't care. But if you're trying to be competitive or do good, think before you do. Realize that any action you have is going to have a reaction and or a consequence of doing said action. If you pull up over a hill to shoot somebody, you have a very good chance of getting breached. You get your breach taken out, you have a 30 to 40 second repair, and in that 30 to 40 second repair, you are immobilized and you cannot shoot anybody. Anyone else that is supporting that person that you are trying to take out will be able to come over the hill and take you out. Think before you do. Work with your team. Your teammates are your biggest asset in the game. Yes, they can be very, very annoying sometimes, but they're still your biggest asset. They are the ones that are going to be by you, that are going to help your team get to victory, whether you like it or not. It's not all about you. It's about you and your team. You have to work together. If somebody's in trouble, you go help them. If somebody needs repairs, you go help them. If somebody needs dragged out, you go help them. If somebody needs flipped back over, you help them. That's how it should be. We want to improve the community, not make it worse. We want people to enjoy the game, and we want people to actually feel welcome to this game over being just absolute bullies to a lot of these people, especially newer players, for no reason. We want to work together. It's a thriving community that we want to keep alive. Work together, have fun together. When you're in a match and you're playing against somebody and they beat you, tell them GG's. Don't go off ranting on them because you got bested by somebody that's better than you. And yes, I'm speaking to myself. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'm hoping to do a few more tutorial videos like this in the future. I don't know when. Life's kind of busy with some stuff right now, but hoping to get a few more videos out here and there as I can. And if you guys enjoyed, please leave a comment below, hit the like button, subscribe, whatever you guys like to do, and I'll see you guys in the next one.